children, we grew up, you know, where the, what is it called now, that tollway that they built there?
Yeah, my gosh, trail.
Or something, anyway.
The big trailway.
We lived between the railroad, this is when we were little. We lived between the railroad and the Trinity River. There was just a little strip of land, and we grew up in a one-room building. It was just a long building that belonged to the railroad, and we lived there because my dad, you know, worked for the railroad, so that's how we became, you know, living there. We used to roam around. I mean, we were just like jungle out there. We used to go to the river. We used to just walk around the woods and everything. Nothing ever happened to us. Yeah.
Tell me about the infrastructure in the neighborhood. Were there paved roads, running water, gas, electricity?
No, they weren't paved
Dirt.
at all.
Dirt roads.
Well,
At that time.
Vickery was paved
Yeah,
a little bit, because
yeah.
it was a main thoroughfare from
Okay.
the east side to the west side. But it was,
Later on it was, but first of all, it was just,
but it was just Fort Loyal. It was west of Vickery Boulevard, and then there was Lovell Street, Locke
Lock
Street,
Street and
Velasco,
Rosedale.
Velasco, and then Rosedale. And then the Botanic Garden, which is the big garden here.
It used to be our playground.
This was we lived between Montgomery Street and University Drive, so it was just an enclave of a smaller neighborhood.
What did the demographics look like? Was it just Mexican Americans?
No, there was a few white people. There was a few white
But the white lived,
Anglos,
I got to live further
on the other
west.
side of Montgomery.
Yeah. Most of us were Hispanic on this side
And
of
that's
Victory.
small,
Yeah.
small.
I see.
But it was a very close-knit neighborhood. I can close my eyes and I picture the houses, and I can.
What did they look like?
They were, well, they were all very modest homes, but, you know, well-kept little homes. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't a.
Yeah, well, my house, where, I mean, after we moved from that place over there, we lived on Spring Street, which is now Polito.
Polito Street.
We lived across the street from the Politos there. But anyway, our house was just a long building, and you had 6 rooms, no bathroom.
We
At
had
that time.
We had outhouses
Okay.
when I was little.
But there was in the center of these houses, there was a place where they can go to the bathroom, you know, like a community thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
you
I
know,
don't remember, no, I
yeah,
don't remember that. I
you don't
remember your
remember.
house, but I don't remember the thing.
But that was behind our house, and I mean, the houses were surrounded like that,
Right.
around there. But later on, you know, we had the bathrooms and stuff.
Do you remember any? When did the bathrooms come? Like, did there have to be like activist organizations or like petitioning
No,
funds,
I
or
think it just
Individual,
just-
I
the
think
city
it
just
was
kinda-
individual.
I was like maybe 10 years old when we still had each house had the little outhouse in the back. Those.
Okay.
But then my father, you know, we built a inside.
Okay. Were the houses, were they on those cement?
Stilts?
Yeah.
No.
No, those foundations.
Yeah.
Still,
Okay.
Where you live, remember, they were called section houses when you said you first lived there. Remember back in
Imagine,
Hewlett?
but I don't remember.
They were called section houses.
Oh, no,
for
the
railroad.
section houses were over here on this side.
Mhm.
They were on Vickery.
Uh-huh.
But we were not in the section, in
Oh,
that
okay.
section. Because see, the people that worked for the railroad, a lot of the families lived in the
Lived in
section
them.
houses. Yeah, but we lived alone.
On the other
Okay.
side.
So it was part of the section, I guess, but it was just a,
Were they ever referred to as shotgun houses?
well, to me, we lived later on, where I was telling you about this, I think they were, because the hallway was straight across.
Mm-hmm.
The doors were, you know,
Yeah. Okay.
No, in our neighborhood, it was
No, no, not
mostly
yours,
homes. They were
uh-huh.
homes, they weren't shotgun houses. They were nice little modest homes.
Okay.